The summer wind came and blowing. Summer wind like John Morel. The summer wind.
That person looks familiar to me. Mic check, Kent.
Check 1, 2, 3. Tonight we know the undercover agent posing as the young girl began chatting with Curtis sexual, and yesterday Wagner was arrested when trying to meet with her in person.
Lemurs, brown lemurs.
Oh, this is playing, not real.
Brown lemurs.
What up, lemur?
Oh.
And my favorite, dancing lemur.
Yeah, those are ridiculous.
Doing some promo stuff.
But
That's
that
60 seconds.
But conservationists fear that soon zoos may be the only places that the lemur will play.
I switched it so
Dan
you
Harris, ABC News, Madagascar.
Amazing, and that's world news for this
Well,
Wednesday. I'm
good
Elizabeth
for
Vargas,
her.
Patrona Gibson, and all of us at ABC News.
I used to have this gig, didn't I?
Tonight, feds raid the Nevada home and office of Michael Jackson's doctor. But who is this man? What really happened inside that room? And why do so many Hollywood doctors indulge their patients' drug binges? Don't miss an all-new primetime crime tonight at 10/9 Central.
Right now, on KSFY Action News, live at 6.
Our big story tonight at 6, school
So this is
alerting
still his
parents to
house.
bus aid for child sex arrest. How the district is trying to reassure parents after this man allegedly tried to meet a 14-year-old girl.
Also, new developments tonight. Doctor injured in accident remains in Avera County.
Plus, a South Dakota Highway Trust Fund could go broke.
It's a wet night, but nothing severe is expected.
KSFY Action News live at 6. And no wait weather starts now.
The big story on Action News Live at 6, the Sioux Falls School District is busy contacting about 150 parents right now to let them know a school bus aide on their child's bus route has been arrested for trying to meet a 14-year-old girl for some kind of sexual contact.
25-year-old Curtis Wagner is charged with soliciting arrest and how the school district is now going about alerting parents. Kent.
Well, tonight we know the undercover agent posing as the young girl began chatting with Curtis Wagner last month. Now on Monday that conversation turned sexual, and yesterday Wagner was arrested when he tried to meet with her in person. The news came as a shock to his employer, School Bus Inc., and the Sioux Falls School District. But tonight they tell me they have been reassured by the Sheriff's Department that the kids on Wagner's bus route were not harmed.
I think that the message that we have to share is that there's absolutely no reason or evidence to believe that this gentleman was involved inappropriately with the children on the bus. The bus travels.
Even though Wagner passed a mandatory background check and has no history of felonies, Holman says she understands why parents might question that security tonight. It's also why the district is notifying all the parents on his route.
We merely call those parents to allow them to be informed directly from us so that they know that the person who was the bus aide on their child's bus has been arrested, and to let them know that there has been no evidence or reason to believe that he'd been involved inappropriately with the children.
Curtis Wagner faces up to 2 years in prison if convicted. He remains behind bars tonight on a $10,000 cash or surety bond. And you guys, he is not allowed to have any contact with young children.
Now here's the thing. You told me a little earlier that Wagner is actually an employee of School Bus Incorporated. They contract with the school district. What's the company saying tonight, or are they talking?
Well, they said that they were simply surprised and shocked to hear about this, especially since they do conduct those background checks, and he passed everything. There were no felonies in his background, but tonight they say that he has also been suspended, certainly indefinitely, until any of this is resolved.
Ken Erdahl, thank you for that, Ken.
Now on to new developments live at 6 o'clock. We know more tonight about the person hurt yesterday in this 3-car crash at the intersection of Highway 42 and 6 Mile Road on Sioux Falls East Side. 33-year-old Courtney Moose of Brandon remains hospitalized tonight. We're told she's a physician with McGreevy Clinic Southeast here in Sioux Falls. Authorities say it appears Moose's SUV was hit by a semi that ran a red light at that intersection. Investigators say she was wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash and that she was the only person injured.
Construction now set to begin on one of Sioux. Tomorrow, you will not be able to make a left turn on I-29. Eastbound traffic heading north on the interstate and westbound traffic heading south onto the interstate will have to use an alternate route. The good news here, the project is expected to be completed by September 11th.
A check of our weather this evening, shall we still have some showers, but not so much tonight. Still some showers hanging around the east, a little more widespread yet. Southwest Minnesota and northwest Iowa, and a few scattered showers dropping off back down to the northern parts of the area from North Dakota. Temperatures kind of chilly right now in the 50s and 60s. The wind not too bad for most of us. In fact, in Pier right now, it's gone calm. Only about 7 miles an hour right now in Sioux Falls. So here's the evening planner. Some light rain right now, 63 degrees. Still some showery weather during the nighttime hours, but any heavy rain, I think, has moved off to the east. For the Aberdeen area, cloudy at the flash report, 63. A chance.
All right, Phil, thank you. Some welcome news tonight. Talk of new jobs for Northeast South Dakota.
That's right, officials saying jobs on the way for both Day and Marshall counties. Now, 2 companies are expected to bring up to 110 jobs to that area. The company Lincoln Software Corporation will open a call center in the next 60 days. By the way, Day County's jobless rate was 6.4% in June.
Obama nominated Viking to the bench after receiving a recommendation from Senator Johnson. If confirmed, Viking would replace retiring district judge Lawrence Pearson. Well, only months after releasing millions of dollars.
The Transportation Secretary says the state has more than $180 million in one-time stimulus money for some shovel-ready projects. But the DOT Secretary says the secrets are to a long life. And she has some insight, too. Ruth is her grandma.
Well, I think there are a lot of secrets. I think some of them are attainable and some of them aren't. A little bit of luck is probably as well as mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
So the siblings and the relatives of the older person, how can they help?
I think relatives are key in attaining good health in the long term, especially as the elderly have problems with driving. They are vital in order to keep them going to therapy or medical appointments and pharmacies. So very key in helping to attain good health care.
And what about some of the habits, good and bad?
I think obviously not smoking is a big thing, but staying physically fit, always just, going on daily walks or doing anything to keep the body and the mind healthy.
Now tonight at 10, we'll show you the big birthday celebration for Ruth at her home of 3 years at the Avera Morningside Heights Care Center in Marshall. I got a little sneak peek of the video while Nancy was working with it. She looks fantastic. We've never guessed she's 110 years old.
I'm trying to do the math. That's 1899. Wow, think of all the changes she's seen. That is something else.
Excited to hear from her tonight.
Story at 10. Coming up in tonight's Action Sports here live at 6.
Are as bad as arsenic and mustard gas. We'll hear from a local salon owner who says there are strict restrictions in place, though, to keep you safe.
And still some showers hanging around, I should say, across the area. Not a great head out there, but things will be improving as we head into tomorrow. More on your forecast coming up next. You're watching KSFY Action News live at 6.
Follow KSFY Action News by going to our web channel, KSFY.com, and click on the Twitter and Facebook logo.
I'm here. Hey, we promised you at 5, we're going to give you a look at a new Skycam, and here it is. This is out of Aberdeen. This is on top of Avera St. Luke's Hospital, and we're checking out the, in the foreground there, First Presbyterian Church, I believe is what that is, and the Brown County Courthouse in the background. This is kind of looking at rain today. I'm going to get some rainfall reports for you coming up tonight at 10. Haven't been too many coming in just yet, but this is our newest camera from our ever-growing Avera Skycam network. Check out tight line out the right radar away once the sun goes down. This is a little more widespread right in southwest Minnesota and northwest Iowa. Going to hold together a little bit longer. Now we've had about a third of an inch of rain in Sioux Falls last report, 33 100s at the top of the hour. Here's a little closer. Go.
I said check one, mic check, check the mic, mic check.
Go. Thank you. An Action News alert tonight live at 6. International experts saying tanning beds are among the leading cancer causers right up there.
The more dangerous the tanning beds can be. Researchers found that tanning beds, if they're used before the age of 30, the risk for skin cancer jumps by 75%. And a salon owner in Aberdeen says she has rules in place to help minimize the risk.
For tanning beds, we only allow them to tan a maximum of 10 minutes. That's the max our beds go. And we also want